So I'm kind of getting ready. I decided I'm going to talk to you guys about how like crazy your day could actually be. You could be trying to, okay, at 7 a.m., I'm going to wake up. And when I wake up, I'm going to start filming. The reality of it is that it doesn't always work out that way. What I try to do to overcome that is try to breathe. I try to drink a lot of water. And I try to understand that, you know what, there's something else that I should be doing instead. Maybe I should be doing laundry. Like, maybe I should be cleaning up. Maybe I need to be looking over, like, some scripts that more align. Maybe there's other things. I'm not saying to go completely off course. Like, you're not trying to go completely off course, right? You're not trying to be like, okay, well, can't film today, so I guess I'm gonna go watch a movie, or like, no. Last night it started off a little rough because I was like, okay, I'm gonna film on my camera, on my M50 mirrorless camera. So I'm like, okay, cool, so that's what I'm gonna do. Surprisingly, it broke. So it broke on me, and that was a bummer because I really love that camera. I mean, I Googled it and watched a few things like online, and they were suggesting that it's actually not broken, that maybe I'm just gonna need to give it a break. Like, basically leave it out, take the batteries out, and it kind of like reset it. What I'm gonna try to do is see if I leave everything out and follow the directions that they said, is it gonna work? If you guys want to know, definitely comment below. I'm going to let it just like take everything out, take out the car, take out the battery, and take out everything and just let it be empty. And then they're saying somehow it like resets or something, pressing one of the buttons to take the picture, like the button to take the picture. Just try, I don't know, touching that. Try pressing it for a while and turning it off, turning it on. So anyways, I'm going to try to do all those steps that they said and see if it works. But I was like, okay, I'm going to still wake up at 7 a.m. or I'm going to wake up at 8 instead of 7 because I'm not able to do everything like the way I wanted to. I'm going to wake up at 8 because I had to stay up 2 hours last night trying to figure out what happened to the camera. What happened to the camera is it broke on me. So now I'm like, okay, let's film on my iPhone, which I'm filming on right now. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to film on my iPhone. All right, everything is going to go right because I'm going to film on my iPhone. I prepared last night. I even made my, a little meal prep too. So I said everything's going to be cool because I made a little meal prep. And I'm going to film on my phone. And, I know the mic is going to work, right? No. So the mic doesn't work. And the little part to connect it, I don't have it. So I'm not able to actually film on it. I'm not able to connect it. I'm not able to do a lot of these things. So now I got that obstacle. I can't actually film on my phone with my mic, but I can still film. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just do the wireless mic. It's not a big deal, not exactly what I wanted, but whatever, it works. So my whole thing is, I think of it as a business, what would be the next step? You still need the product out. You still need to do the thing, right? So you have to think of yourself. When you say you want to do something, you got to figure out ways to do it. Like, you can't just say, oh, I'm not going to do it, unless you really physically can't, like something crazy happened and you can't. So, I found the way around that, and I didn't let like my mood get in the way where I'm just like, okay, well, I'm going to be upset. I'm just going to be upset, and I'm going to go watch a Netflix movie. I'm going to have some cookies and ice cream or whatever. But I did what I had to do. Because in the end of the day, you should really show up for yourself. You want to show up and be present and, and be in a positive spirit no matter what. no matter what is going on, which is crazy because it's not easy to do. It's not easy to do at all. In fact, I think it's one of the hardest things. When you start to have conflict in life and you start to have things happen, it's hard to really stay positive. It's so like when things start to happen, it's really easy for you to just, lose it, right? So yeah, so in the end of the day, I probably wasn't happy. I probably was like on the verge of just saying, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. But in the end of the day, I did. I just used a different mic. I didn't get mad that my camera is probably broken and it's so expensive, or it's probably not. I was just like, there's still going to be a way. It's still going to work. Instead of doing it at 8 o'clock, I slowly moved it to 11. But I'm like, it's okay because I was able to still make breakfast in the morning. I was still able to prep, my meal prep yesterday. I was still able to do the things that I had to do on the weekend. So it's not like, okay, I have a big loss. So, and at the end of the day, you're not always going to have like the best day. Filming, whatever your goal is, you're not going to have the best day all the time. But I say it's so important to always remain in a positive spirit. And even if you need to go take a couple minutes, if you need a moment to just take a nap, to gather yourself together, take that minute, but it's going to be worth it, because when you get into the momentum of what you need to do, it's so easy. It's so easy. You just got to keep going. Today was a little crazy with the dog running out, chasing the dog. Well, I didn't have to chase her because she was like coming to me, but I had to go get her. It was a little hectic. But in the end of the day, it's okay. I feel like sometimes when you start to get closer, your goals in life and stuff, life is going to test you and say, okay, how much do you really want it? How much do you want this thing? Maybe you don't really want it. And you're going to have obstacles, but you got to keep going. There's a lot of things that actually go on in your everyday that you're just going to have to kind of keep a positive spirit about it. Because in the end of the day, you can't really be mad. So that's just some hand sanitizer. But yeah. And it smells so good. It's actually the watermelon scent. 2026 is going to be about not only having goals and not only having this vision board, but it's going to be about how am I going to stick to that vision board? How am I going to not let my emotions get in the way? How am I going to not let the distractions in the way? So it's important for us to be realistic and know how to cope with moments like that, how to properly navigate around them. So know that it's not going to be easy, but know that you can do it. You can use motivation videos, you can use all of that. But in the end of the day, the motivation video is not going to tell you how to deal with, obstacles that pop up, because you have to know that you are worth it. You got to bet on yourself, right? Bet on your genius. You can do it because you can. I would just say, when you say you're going to do something, just know it might not be always perfect, right? Even a video you say you're going to record, it might not come out like you wanted it to come out. Doesn't mean that you should give up. Just stop recording. It just might mean that you need more practice. You need to keep trying. You need to find out which part of the room you should be recording. There's so many things that you can adjust. I hope that you guys have a great day. I'm gonna start recording. I gotta get into my clothes. This has been a nice little chat with you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Comment below, tell me what you've been going through, and tell me what obstacles you guys might have had today and which ways you guys overcame it, and what are your recommendations for sticking to your goals, or what do you plan on doing.